Hello, everybody, and welcome to Movie Couple Live. This is a show where we talk about the latest in pop culture and movie news. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And happy
Wednesday.
Saturday. Oh, dang.
Wednesday.
Wow.
Saturday, unfortunately, we will not be here. So it feels like it's a Saturday.
Well, kind of, sort of. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. But on the show today, we will be discussing, I see a couple of you guys asking about it in the chat already. We are going to put our What If episode 7 spoiler discussion in this episode.
We're also going to be talking about the new title for the Fantastic Beasts movie that has been announced.
Oh, nope, that was going to be the wrong thing. All right, I don't know what I was thinking. We're talking a little bit about Disney Plus Day coming up in November and so much more on today's show. We want to thank all of you for being here today. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday and not a Saturday. All right. I just want to, before we get into anything, give a big shout out. Thank you so much to Star Drew, who sent over Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So now we have it for our Nintendo Switch. I actually streamed it. I opened Star Drew's package live on Twitch just yesterday and played a little bit. And unfortunately, it was a weird thing. This has never happened before. Like, I've been streaming on there for a few months, playing all the various games, mostly on Switch, predominantly on Switch. And whenever I would turn on the gameplay, it would lag. It was the weirdest thing. But as soon as I took it off, like, the game would still be running.
The game itself would be lagging.
Yeah, and it's like, what in the heck, man? Anyways.
Technology, one day it works perfectly fine. The next day it's like, no, I don't want to. Yeah. I was going to say some vulgarity, but I was like, wait a second, maybe I should
keep it PG.
Keep it PG.
You can maybe get one each.
We are not ma for mature here.
Well, one of you guys, one of the movie bunch said if we put that on a t-shirt, somebody would buy it. So I've been thinking about t-shirt designs and like what it would look like and what font and like what would I actually say?
Movie couple, ma for mature.
Rated ma the movie couple, rated ma for mature. Are we? Does that mean we're rated ma for mature?
We can be. We can change it up a little bit and make this a little bit, throw a little bit more vulgarity in there.
That's like an unlisted live stream link that's only available like one time, and after that I just delete it all. It's not available for VOD.
Are you trying to knock down our set here, Navi?
Navi just came like running it. You guys know she does this every time. She comes rushing in and then she bumps into our lights. She bumps into the camera.
Hi, everybody.
Oh my God, that was really cute. Yeah, Stardew, thank you so much. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna play with some different settings and see if it won't be as like finicky the next time around. I don't know. I'll test it, and it'll just be a live stream of me trying to, maybe tomorrow if I can.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out why it did that.
One thing that I would love to try to do, maybe sometime this year or next, is try to see if we can do like streaming like some kind of like a Mario Kart tournament if we could. I think that would be really fun with our movie bunch. So have it be like a movie bunch Mario Kart tournament.
So fun.
But I have no idea how I would get that to work.
Actually, no, as you're saying that, I'm just going to throw in that since we're talking about doing the tournament, I might as well throw in our Discord, because I think that's where I believe most of our Patreon supporters are on Discord. If not, I obviously will post this on there too. Any of the patrons who have been supporting us on that platform who wants to come and like play in the tournament, like we definitely want to play with you guys, and we'll do it. I'll have to ask Movie Bunch Adam, to walk us through like the voice channel, because I think that would be the best way to go, just to have like a private fun game.
Yeah.
We'll probably come in dead last because we're really not that good.
We have. We played it a lot when it was on Wii U.
Yes.
But because that's what we had Mario Kart 8 on. So, but now that it's going to be different controllers, and we still have to now build up all the things that we had on the Wii U.
Right.
So it's going to take we're going to have to do some brushing up on our Mario Karting skills.
Or just a lot of frustrating, screams into the microphone. It's one of those two. So you guys, aside from some of the topics we're talking about today, and I see some super chats, so I'm definitely going to want to get into those. But we are also want to let you know that was not right English. We do want to let you know that we have What If episode 7, the reaction and review. It's available to watch on our channel. Star Wars Visions episode 1 reaction. It's coming soon. We taped it, but I haven't had the chance to edit it because I knew I wasn't going to do a 2-for-1. Like, I wasn't going to do What If and then stay up and do Star Wars Visions. I think
you would have had no sleep.
Well, here's the thing. If we didn't have that meeting with Amazon this morning,
Oh yeah,
I think I would have pushed through and just done it, because it's not like I haven't stayed up until 6 a.m. editing. So I would have done it and just slept in a little bit later until like maybe like 10 or 11, get like 5 hours of sleep or something like that, wake up and get ready for the live stream. But that meeting was at 10 a.m. and it wasn't movable. So I was like, well, I guess we're doing Star Wars Visions later. So I don't know when exactly it'll come out. It will be sometime, maybe not today, but sometime this week for sure. Because 2 things to follow up that announcement. If you guys want to check out our storefront, we're going to be streaming on Amazon Live pretty soon. We're just kind of making sure we get all the stuff ready before we go stream and everything like that. But it'll be fun. If you want to visit our storefront, it is linked in the video description. You can check out what we use for our equipment. Navi's favorites has made it on the list. If you're into bullet journal, there's a little section for that. Our favorite Pixar movies, and we'll be adding more, because it is good. It's going to be obviously like somewhat movie centric, but at the same time, we want to be able to talk about like what we take like to on Disneyland, how we organize our kitchen, and you guys
we're
know that
redecorating our bathrooms, and a lot of the things that we are getting to decorate our pirate bathroom is coming from Amazon. So that's probably, we're going to post that and kind of do like a little bit of a, hey, this is what we've used. This is what we think of these products that we have bought.
Yes. I'm lulling at Marvin Martin's comment, selling our souls to Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right. So speaking of Marvin Martin, I believe he sent in a super chat.
Yes, he did.
And
Thank
with
you so
a
much.
new avatar with a new PFP.
Oh, wow. Is that
what
like,
is that?
oh, whoa. He has like,
tell.
it's Marvin, but he has like a battle axe and like Viking horns and a shield. That's really cool. It's like Barbarian Marvin the Martian.
That's cool. Sorry, I have to lean. I have contacts in, but it's the PFP. So still, so little that
Where do you get all of these, man? I mean, are you actually like an artist and you just draw all of them? I have to admit, they're really cool.
And Marvin Martin for today's Marvin Martin recommends MM. I'm trying to play off the M, not recommends, but working title. But Marvin Martin always sends in his suggestions. So today he says a suggestion for a book, Tales of Lunari and The Witch's Last Cast. Those 2 sound like it's right up my alley. I love witchy stuff. I'm almost done with a 3rd book for the Shadow and Bone series, and I could dive into 6 of Crows, or I could check out one of those 2. So definitely thank you so much for the recommendation, The Witch's Last Cast, Tales of Lunari, and then we have Cirque. We have Bandman Awar, VG Limbo. If you could, and also bonus question: if you can make your own Fantastic Beast, because we are talking about that a little bit today,
very true,
and a Death Notebook, how would you do it? Okay, so Fantastic Beast first.
Okay,
what kind of beast would you like make?
Oh, like some kind of magical beast
that could exist within like the Harry Potter world.
Some kind of like magical horse that can teleport. Because then you can have a pet that you can like ride, and instead of having to go the really long distance on riding on animal back, you can just and you're there.
Yeah.
No longer have to worry about traffic because I've got my little teleport pony.
Hey, teleport pony. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go and park my teleport pony right over here.
Or maybe if Navi can teleport, I can just hold on to Navi and then take Navi to work. Hey guys, how's it going? Aww. This is my teleport puppy Navi.
Very nice. Let's see. For me, I think I want some sort of like a cuddleable creature.
Kind of like the
nothing that'll like eat me or kill me or anything like that.
Like that one creature from Shang-Chi.
Like a little Morris.
Like a little Morris.
Yeah, but maybe with a face. maybe with the face.
Have some kind of face on that creature.
I think I want like something equivalent to like a pygmy panda. I know a pygmy panda does not exist. So essentially a panda that would stay in baby panda form that would have like magical powers. Or just creates bamboo wherever it walks, which that's a little destructive. Okay, no. I take that back.
There would be bamboo all over the house. Our house would be bamboo.
I mean,
which is
what if that is the house?
I don't know if I want to live in a bamboo house.
You won't know until you don't knock it till you try it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think a flying cuddly pygmy panda would be a fun creature to have. With superpowers is like if you're just feeling down. You know how after Harry had it in his interaction with the Death Eaters, they're like, Harry, eat a chocolate bar. I feel like cuddling the panda bear for like an X amount of time gives you like the equivalent of like
eating
that, like,
chocolate.
yeah, that kind of sense.
An
back.
animal that can produce food, your most favorite food, but no calories in it.
So you're telling me this pygmy panda is just gonna come and like hand me boba drinks all the time?
Yep, boba drinks, and they do not add any calories to your waistline.
I mean, done. That's it. That's the creature. That's the creature. I feel like that's the show. We're done. Amazing. But the second part to Marvin's question is Death Notebook. So with the original Death Note, you have to be very specific with the time, how it happens, da 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 da. I mean,
well, Death Notebook kind of goes down a very dark and morbid kind of path. I mean, I guess the way that the Notebook would look, or are you talking about like who I would put in the Death Note? That I don't want to get into, kind of a thing.
But I think if I were to do a Death Note, like some of the rules, I think I would change, because isn't it you have to write a certain amount of people, or I don't remember. It's been so long since I've watched or read the manga, watched the anime or read the manga, but there were specific rules that you have to follow for the Death Note. Hold on, I have it. Let me see. Let me go get it.
Oh yeah, because honestly, I like the way that the Death Note already kind of looks. It looks very scary, kind of just, but it's also not over the top to where it doesn't look like it is something like kind of like what Star Drew has mentioned, the Evil Dead book, the Necronomicon. That is a creepy looking book to where you look at that book and you're like, there is something evil about this book. I don't know why in any movie anyone's like, hey, this is a good book to read.
Oh my God, the pages are turning yellow because I have not touched it. I bought this back in Florida when I lived in Florida at an anime, some sort of it wasn't a convention, but it was an anime, something other. I feel like the glue is starting to wane. You know how on the spine?
Oh, yeah.
But it looks pretty cool. There's even a little texture on there. It says Death Note. And then on the inside, it says Death Note. And then
it has all the rules in there, right?
Yeah, it has all the rules. It's got some really cool. Here we go.
I like notes. That.
So how to use a human whose name is written in this note shall die. Well, obviously, there were some specific rules. Okay, maybe this one. Like, I don't know if I love this. The person, this is 4, rule number 4, or on page 4, the person in possession of the Death Note is possessed by a god of death, its original owner, until they die. Like, I kind of don't want a Shinigami looming over me the whole time.
That would kind of, make a lot of moments very, very awkward. If, you're starting to get romantic with your girlfriend, kind of a thing.
And it's just like, hello.
And you just have like that Shinigami kind of point. Oh, yeah, and he's like eating his apple.
Yeah, no.
Hey, you got some good moves there, huh?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God. Okay, I'm not in the mood anymore, hon. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I would change some of the rules, but well, there's a lot. I didn't realize how much there was.
There's actually a lot of rules.
If you were, I guess, Light would have read all of these.
So a Death Note with no rules whatsoever, that you can just do whatever you want with it.
What's cool is it has all the other, like, this is a literal prop.
Oh.
It's got all of the scribbles that Light made in the manga and the anime, which is pretty cool.
Oh wow, yeah, it tells all of the different.
If you know, you know. All right, you guys. I don't really have a direct answer. I'm sorry for the Death Note question, but I think I would look through the 50 million notes and make some changes in that. Shall we move on to our first topic of the day. Blade says bathroom time with a Shinigami would be very awkward.
Mm-hmm.
It would be very
because
awkward.
I'm pretty sure Shinigami has no sense of, personal space.
Well, they all don't. They can go through the walls too, so it's not like they need to be. You can't just close the door and shut them out.
And and the only thing that I really liked about the actual movie.
The William Dafoe version?
The William Dafoe version of Death Note is technically Light's response to seeing the Shinigami is pretty realistic.
Yep.
You know, you see something like that pop up in front of you.
Yeah, no matter how composed you normally are, how much of a genius you are, I think anybody would like lose their marbles as soon as they see something like that pop up. So first order of business as we get into our news flash section of our live stream today. This is a really obscure one because we all know the fall candy season is coming, but there's this turkey dinner candy corn and you're thinking, Wendy, what is this all about? So let me just show you a picture, and let me take this off real quick so you can get the full on. It's not fake, it's real. And this is a turkey dinner flavored candy corn. So this is going to be new to the store shelf. This is the first time that this year, the Bratches, is that how you pronounce the name? Bratches? Bratches?
I am not sure. This is actually something. I mean, is it all of that in one?
Well, let me go ahead and read you the description directly from their website. And it is thus a full course meal presented in a unique mix. I can't even say this without laughing. A full course meal presented in a unique mix of candy corn flavors. Bratches, sorry if I'm saying the name wrong. Turkey dinner includes all the traditional Thanksgiving favorites, from roasted turkey, green beans, and stuffing to ginger glazed carrots, cranberry sauce, and sweet potato pie. Flavors include green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, ginger glazed carrot, sweet potato pie, and stuffing. This sweet and savory Thanksgiving feast is available at your local Walgreens. Thoughts, Dustin? Dustin's done like lost his mind.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, what? I mean, okay, so are like all of those flavors in like the 3 different layers of
No,
the
I think you get different ones.
Or so there's like
brackies is what Debbie's saying. Thank you for the correction.
Oh, okay. But I mean, okay, I mean, honestly, the weird and bizarre in candy, soda, and food has never been something new. I mean, there's been lots of different things, from wasabi flavored Oreos to ramen flavored soda.
Yeah,
kind of a thing. I guess if the different candy corns are different colors and each one is kind of like, I don't know. I
don't think you get all of those flavor in one candy corn.
I don't think you could.
Because that's, hold on, that's green beans, turkey, cranberry sauce, carrot. That's 5 different flavors they have to squish into one single candy corn. I think that's too much.
Yeah.
I think it's individual. It's kind of, this is like going into like, what's the Jelly Belly jelly bean? Like,
oh, yeah.
Every flavor beans, like Harry Potter, but like Thanksgiving dinner. And it's interesting because the packaging says turkey dinner plus apple pie and coffee, but coffee is nowhere near mentioned.
When you were scrolling through, it showed different like packages. Like, pumpkin, autumn. Okay, those are different things.
Yeah, okay. Different categories where you can buy them and things like that.
I was thinking that maybe they had like turkey and apple pie or pumpkin pie, and then this one had this and this. So.
Well, we're on their website, so we're gonna take a look at like what, because right now here is Christmas. More Christmas.
More. I can see that Christmas is their big, where they're just like,
I'm not seeing.
They're like, throw everything in there. Just do this and this and this and this, and just sell everything.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't know.
But you know, once again, let's see if we can try it. Or
who needs green bean flavored candy corn? Is it sweet or is it slightly green beany and sweet? Like that's neither one sounds good.
No, we'll probably skip the green bean one. Unless it's like in the bag.
How do you know? Because I think all the things, all the colors look the same. I don't think they make it green for green bean.
Just one bag of green bean candy corn. And when you go down the aisle, you'll see that all of the other ones have been taken, but it's the full box, the full shelf of green bean that they just cannot sell.
Oh my gosh. Blade says, again, how is this stuff approved? How? We don't know.
Who thinks of this stuff?
We don't know. Is this like somebody that's burning the midnight oil and is like, you know what?
I got an idea.
I think this is going to be flying off the shelves this seasonal. But a small part, very small part of me is going, if I popped in a Walgreens and they happen to have it, I might pick it up just to see, and like, would I eat a turkey and a carrot and a green bean like candy corn together so I get the full Thanksgiving meal effect, and then later I eat like the pumpkin or the sweet potato pie by itself, and then I don't know. I like candy corn, just like Debbie says. I love candy corn, but I don't know if I need like a candy corn turkey flavor candy corn.
Actually, that's a big problem that I have. I'm not a big candy corn fan. Don't get me wrong. Every now and again,
don't send candy corn cups.
Every now and again, I will grab a couple, kind of a thing. But I'm not like, oh, I've got a candy corn craving. I've never had that.
I only have it around this time, like Halloween time.
Yeah,
that's about it.
I mean, and I'm just like,
they look like little witchy hats. I like them. I know it's supposed to be corn,
but now here's the thing, though. Like, say for example, I mean, I'm wondering, did they mention anything about mashed potatoes? Nope. No mashed potato.
Cranberry sauce, green beans, turkey stuffing.
I've never also had any idea what a savory candy corn would taste like. I mean, this
goes hand in hand with the savory soda we talked about last week with the ramen.
Who's asking for a savory candy corn?
Maybe saw that article and they're like, you know what, we could do that here.
You know what will make this taste delicious? Put a little salt on it.
Put a little salt. Oh my gosh!
I'm going to take my candy corn and dip it in my gravy.
Blade says, I like to think it's someone on their last day of work at these factories pulling the ultimate troll on their way out. Yeah, no mash, no gravy stuff. Like
or they could be drunk.
I can't. I mean, whatever works. All right, we're gonna move away from the Thanksgiving candy corn subject. I just thought it was really obscure, and you guys know we like to talk about these like weird food finds sometimes on the show, so we went ahead and brought that in. But we also want to talk about the title that's been revealed for the next Fantastic Beasts film, and it is titled The Secrets of Dumbledore. I feel a little weird talking about this because you and I both missed watching Fantastic Beasts the second. Did you see the first one with me?
Yes, I saw the first one.
I thought it was fine. The first one.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
However, there were so many bad, not just bad reviews, but people that were just really like, this is a horrible movie.
So the whole thing between just like JK and you know, like that's not going over well with most people. So, it's really interesting. So this is the third installment in the J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter spinoff, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and has a set release date, I'm guessing for next year, of April 15th. And now it has a title, The Secrets of Dumbledore. So reading the article off of Deadline here, let's see. They're actually releasing it Easter weekend. So they've had this movie on hold for that whole weekend, which makes sense. It makes it feel like even though I feel like by the time we've gotten to the third movie, it's a little bit darker. You know how Harry Potter movies, like their kids are young, but then like as the books and as the kids grow, the subject matter gets a little bit darker and darker. And then like, it's like, you can still call it a family film because there is like fantastical elements and stuff in it. But at the same time, the subject matter may be a little bit too dark for like 5, 6, 7, 8-year-olds, which is
kind
maybe
of
a little bit older than that.
Well, no, older, like maybe like teenagers, but that's kind of where the book also kind of originated, was in that teen genre kind of thing, especially with Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone when that first came out. But honestly, I personally think one of the big problems with the Fantastic Beasts franchise is the fact that they're missing a very, very important element from the Harry Potter franchise. And that's Hogwarts. One of the biggest things that almost every single Harry Potter fan wants is to go to Hogwarts. Not just the great characters that we've come to love. The castle in itself has really become its own character, that people want to go there. People want to study magic. People want to visit Hogsmeade at Universal Studios. When you go there, you cry because you are in that world. And that is just all missing from all of the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I really hope that in this one, since it is kind of hitting the nail on the head, The Secrets of Dumbledore, it does really kind of start to transition to where they
link it into the originals.
Not just the originals, but have Hogwarts there. Have Hogwarts in the background. Have some things happen at Hogwarts. kind of a thing. And I think that's a very important element that these movies have been missing. And it's kind of like really missing the magic.
Yeah, and it's so interesting because it's a story. It's based in a world full of magic and magic users and witches and wizards. Yeah, it's like the first one was fine. It didn't. I thought I was gonna have a lot of fun with it because I love the world of Harry Potter and the characters and like spells and witches and wizards and fun things like that. But it just didn't. It didn't quite capture the, no pun intended, really, the magic of the previous Harry Potter films. But we will see in this third one, David Yates will return to direct this film. And we all know about Johnny Depp. He was originally the cast to play Grindelwald and was then released, cut.
Yeah, he was. I think that's probably the best way to say it. He was cut
after some of those allegations that came out against him. So the part was recast with Mads Mikkelsen. So moving forward, I'm guessing with Grindelwald being in the film, if he's going to be in the film, we will see Mads Mikkelsen instead of Johnny Depp in the film. I still wished from the first one, I think the one character I really, really enjoyed was Colin Farrell's character.
Yeah, and he's no.
And yeah, we know where that went. So like and I think that part kind of maybe is one of the reasons why I like stopped being as invested into these stories, because I really liked his character. I could see where they could have gone with that character, and they didn't. They just I thought they were going to zig and then they zagged. So I was like, well, okay, that's fine. But obviously the movie is making tons of money, so much so that they are making a third one. So obviously people will be coming out for it. Let's see here. So the two Fantastic Beasts movie have grossed a combined of 1.46 billion worldwide, and then altogether with the 7.7 billion made by the Harry Potter franchise alone. And then so the whole wizarding world universe, it basically has for global box office 9.2 billion. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of merch. There's people that definitely want to, still go and see it, and which don't let us stop you. Just because we're not interested doesn't mean it's like bad. Go see it for the cast. Go see it for the story.
And I guess I really should.
I think we will sit down and watch. You're right. Yeah.
It's just one of those things that, when it first comes out and you hear all these bad reviews and you're kind of like, I just don't want to drop my money on it. And then by the time it comes out to where you can stream it or actually watch it a little bit more easily, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
And when did the
first Fantastic?
No, the second one come out? Because it's been, there's been a pretty big chunk it's been a pretty big chunk of time since the second one did come out. So I'm a little curious on
2018, November 16th, 2018.
Oh, okay. So it hasn't been.
It's really not that long. No, it's actually I think a nicely spaced out release period for the franchise. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is probably what I want to say it's on HBO Max, because it's a Warner Brother film.
Oh yeah, true.
So if it's on HBO Max, we'll either get it, or if not, we'll purchase it on VOD, watch it, and then maybe that'll make us a little bit more interested in seeing this third one. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next topic here, and that is Disney Day. So what
Disney
is
Plus Day?
Disney? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Disney. I'm just trying again. Disney Plus Day. So what is it exactly? Let's talk a little bit more about it. I think Dustin and I will definitely be tuning into this for sure. Very, very excited for. I mean, you guys know that we are big Disney and Disneyland, Disney, anything Disney Plus fans. So Disney Plus Day is on Friday, November 12th. And this is basically a day celebrating the service. It's like the third anniversary, I think, now for Disney Plus. I think that's when it was launched.
Oh, yeah.
I
because
believe.
It's coming up on that third year, because we're going to have to renew.
We're going to have to renew because we bought the founders package, if you will. So according to Disney CEO Bob Chapek, he says, quote, "We will be surprising people with offers, and it will be an annual thing. We're going to have new content release." Bless you. Bless you.
Sorry.
We're going to have new content release against one of our 4 key franchises. So let's see. I'm trying to find all the stuff here. Okay, so here is what is dropping. Here's what we can expect as fans on Disney Day. we can see the Jungle Cruise because now it will be available for free on the service for subscribers. Right now you can watch it, but you will have to use the premium access. So that's additional fee.
We should also be getting Shang-Chi, right?
Yes, we're getting Shang-Chi, which is so exciting. I can't wait to watch that movie again. We're also going to get the new Disney Plus original movie, Home Sweet Home Alone. Interesting. A reimagining of the popular holiday franchise that's going to debut. Let's see. An all-new original series from shorts from Walt Disney Animation Studios called Olaf Presents, which sees Frozen's snowman retelling several classic Disney tales only as he can. Dustin saw like a little bit of, not saw, but you read up on this. You got very excited.
Yeah, I was like, that actually sounds pretty cute. The way that Olaf recapped the first movie in the second Frozen. I'm like, imagine him doing that, but like say with Sleeping Beauty or Snow White and the Seven Dwarves or Cinderella. I think those would be hilarious. It's just him doing the, and then Maleficent, and he like transforms into like a Maleficent kind of a creature, character. And I think it's going to be kind of fun to watch some of those. I actually think oh shoot, the guy who does Olaf's voice.
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad, thank you. I was trying to say, I said Oliver Platt, and I'm like, no, that's not the guy. But Josh Gad, I think his energy that he brings to every character that he does is very contagious.
I feel like it's also half the time more improv than it is scripted, because I think he just gets so excited, like he is Olaf. I want to see a show where it's retelling of other tales, Disney tales, but like it's with Olaf and it's with what's his face from Ant-Man who retells the story.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Put them in a room together, see how they retell the story. Like I can't wait. Like that should be a series by itself. And then moving forward with some of the other stuff that's coming. So we have domestic Disney Plus streaming debut of fan favorite shorts from Walt Disney Animation Studio includes Frozen Forever, Oscar-winning shorts Feast and Paperman. Oh, Paperman, I love that.
Feast and Paperman. Those are
so good. I actually have artwork of Feast and Paperman up on my wall here. And Bow. We have Oscar animated Mickey Mouse short, Get a Horse, and more. There's also animated short films from, is it Ciao Alberto? Ooh, Ciao Alberto from Pixar, which features characters from their future picture, Luca. There's a new short from The Simpsons that pays tribute to Disney Plus's marquee brands. First 5 episodes from season 2 of The World According to Jeff Goldblum from Nat Geo, a special celebrating the origins and legacy of Star Wars legendary bounty hunter Boba Fett.
Oh, that is something I'm really excited about. I want to see that special.
Yeah.
It's because the evolution of Boba Fett is really interesting because his first appearance out of all places was the holiday special. And it was in animation form. And originally he was supposed to be all white in his armor. So he's done, they've done a lot of changes to him. And it's just cool to see how this character who had very, very little lines and very little action in his first appearance, everyone just loved.
And not Tamara Morrison's everywhere, which we love. Debbie also says there's stuff from the Book of Boba Fett coming that day, I believe. So we'll definitely be tuning in for sure about that. Let's see what else. Aside from Shang-Chi, we have, for all the Marvel fans out there, and that's us too, a special celebrating the Marvel Cinematic Universe on Disney Plus with an exciting look towards the future. Ooh, can't wait. And then
maybe they'll reveal more about those
we're getting Mephisto.
He will appear.
That's it.
But no, I'm saying like about those dates where they say untitled Marvel film.
Filling in the blanks.
Fill in some blanks on that.
So exciting. Okay, cool. And then finally, we have Dope Sick, which is an original series starring Michael Keaton, which will be released in international markets as a part of the Star General Entertainment content offering.
If you guys have not seen the trailers to Dope Sick. it is about the opioid epidemic. And of course, Michael Keaton is an amazing actor, and it looks just super intense. And I really want to watch that when it comes out.
Yes. And also, in honor of Disney Plus Day, Disney Plus is going to finally be making their international debut in South Korea and in Taiwan on November 12th, and then in Hong Kong on November 16th. So you bet I'm going to be calling my dad and be like, you got to get this thing. You got to watch all the Star Wars stuff, Dad. Like, I can't wait. I don't even know if he's seen the sequels.
Yeah, the Mandalorian. He's
definitely not seen the Mandalorian. He's gonna be like, wait, what? Yeah, and it's hard sometimes to try to talk to him about Star Wars because of the language barrier. Like, I don't know how to translate the Mandalorian. Like,
yeah, well, especially when it is very much a created cultural kind of, it's very hard to translate that word.
I think what I might do, and I think Disney Plus makes this available, is they have different, obviously all the dubbing and stuff like that, or at least the subtitles. So maybe I'll turn the subtitles on one day if they have the Chinese option available and watch it, just so I can learn what they call various creatures and things in the Star Wars universe, so I can better converse with my dad, because I talked to him about so many things and he's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, how do I translate this to this? Anyways, so that is Disney Plus Day. We're super excited. We'll definitely be talking about it right here on this channel. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, do the bell thing, notification bell, so you can be notified of any new videos that we put up. And don't forget to thumbs up this live stream. We love being here almost every Wednesday and almost every Saturday.
We try our
with
best.
You guys. We try. And then let's see what else we've got. Let's see. Okay, so speaking of Death Note from earlier, we put this topic in because it looks like there's going to be a Death Note 2 potentially. So let's see. And this is an article from Screen Rant, and it says producer/star Masaoka offers an update on the development of Death Note 2 and promises fan criticism of the first film is being taken into account. Now, normally, I feel like when storytellers want to tell a story, writers, directors, producers, whoever wanted, like, you just go ahead and tell that story and don't worry too much about like trying to please the fans, because you can't please everyone, right? That's the whole thing. Of course, you want to make the fans happy, but I think in Death Note it's quite different because they really took it and made it into its own thing when they made it for Netflix. They
kind of just took the broad idea
of Death
Note,
right,
and a Shinigami kind of a thing, and then just was like, okay, now we're just gonna do it. We're gonna make everything else up new. Yeah,
so much so that I was so set on seeing, the anime being turned live action, that when it didn't become that, and like late to the party, where Robert and Vanessa were in our living room, I got so mad.
Yeah,
we didn't make it 20 minutes in. I was like, I need to turn this off, and we actually started to watch the original anime instead. So yeah, it's fan criticism of the first film is being taken into account.
But of course, when we really think about it, what does that mean? I mean, fan criticism is being taken into account. I'm kind of like, isn't that kind of what they always say? They're always like, we're thinking about the fans, and then they do something completely different. They said that about like even with The Last Airbender, they were like, oh yeah, we're really the fans are gonna.
We're talking about the Shyamalan one, not the upcoming one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because now there's so many, it's a little confusing. So this came up in an interview with Masaoka during an interview for his work in the Disney Plus series Star Wars Visions, which you guys should be all watching. It's really, really cool. So though he was unable to offer any proper updates for the timing on the film, he did confirm that it's still being developed and stated that they are taking the reception of the first film into account. And here is a quote from that interview, which is on screenrant.com. Quote, all I can say is still in the works. Nothing has been decided either way. I can say that we are listening to the fans, and hopefully the fans will be happy with the direction we are going. I can't even right now remember exactly where it ended. So like in the second film, and all I can think of is like the anime, because it's been so long that I've watched the film. Are we kind of walking into like the next territory of after L? Or
maybe I don't remember where they actually picked up. I don't remember
either. If you guys know, chime in the chat or in the comment section below, please.
And also, a part of me is kind of like, Okay, cool. They're saying that the fans' criticism is being taken or is being listened to. That doesn't mean they're going to implement any of it. I mean, if they just said, "Oh yeah, we're listening to it," but then we're just going to go off and do our own thing anyways, kind of a thing. So I am just a part of me also at this point don't even really care. I mean, I'll wait until for some other people to say, "Oh, you know what? It's worth your time. Go check it out," kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Because if I don't hear anything at least semi-positive about it, I'm not going to waste my time because the first one was so bad.
I had to kind of, because I really did want to finish watching as I like the people in it. Lakeith Stanfield plays L, and I was like, I really want to watch his take on L, and obviously Willem Dafoe playing the Shinigami. I was like, well, obviously
that was good.
He was good through and through. I thought the animation, the CGI, for the Shinigami was actually really, really good. And like, I don't think anybody's acting was bad. It was just so different than what I was expecting. I was like, wait, hold up. I'm like, but for the people who didn't know, were not aware of the source material, or was aware of the source material, but have not watched the anime or read the manga, and they watched the movie, I think for the most part, they were like, okay with it.
Yeah.
So I had to reapproach it with that kind of a mindset. And after I finished, I was like, well, okay, it's like, it's not unwatchable. It really isn't. But I am kind of surprised that they're still developing the second one, because the first one, the reception was not good. So like, is there still people that are invested in this that's like, yes, we want to see the actress back, we want to see all this, and we want to see this story continue. So that's just an interesting tidbit that we want to talk about on the show today.
Yeah, I mean, so it's one of those things we're just going to have to wait and see if there's actually some positive reviews about it, kind of a thing. And who knows? Maybe I'll give it we'll give it a chance. We'll watch at least give it the first 20 minutes.
Yeah. You know what's cool is, aside from Star Wars Visions, we also started watching Y: The Last Man. We only made it through episode 1, but we're liking it so far. So no, we're not going to do a reaction to Y: The Last Man, but we'll probably talk about it once we finish watching the series. Yeah. Like sit down and do like a little like review / discussion with you guys, maybe. And Star Wars Visions, again, those reactions are coming. They just take a little bit to edit. Granted, these are much shorter episodes, not as long as like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which are like almost an hour long, I think. Yeah. So like, those take
forever to edit, because you have just so much video for you to go through, baby. You put your heart and soul into it.
Okay, so one more thing that I want to talk about before we dive into talking about What If episode 7. That is, my brain is completely done. Okay, yeah. So on Saturday, the reason why we're doing What If today is because Saturday we're not doing our normal live stream, but we are still doing a live stream of some sort. We're going to be live streaming kind of what you guys saw, what we did with DC Fandom, the first one. And we're going to be streaming kind of like a watch along, I guess, of the Netflix's and I think it starts at 9 a.m. But I did read that the Korean stuff, all the K-drama content, it's like 6 a.m.
Oh.
So I think I will stay up, or not stay up, but I think I'm gonna get up hella early so I can watch, because I need to know what K-drama I need to watch for next, even though my list is ever growing. So I will tweet out the link to that live stream whenever we build it. But there is going to definitely going to be, I applied to like co-stream, so I don't know when I'll hear back about that, but I will, we're going to stream in some capacity in some way, just so we can talk to you about it. Before we move on to the next topic, Blade says the Death Note anime to me was like a battle of minds between Light Yagami, Moriarty, and L, Sherlock Holmes. Nice comparison. It was a good psychological thriller that the live action failed to capture. You hit it right on the nose, Blade. That's a great way to put it. It's gonna be man, I cannot wait. Okay.
What?
MK says I'm on the East Coast, and Tadum's South Korean event has a premiere time of 11:50 a.m. 11, 10, 9. So that's 8:50 a.m. That's so much better than 6. Oh my gosh. Okay, that'll be much better. That does help. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okie dokie. Oh, no. MKY, he says I was incorrect. Apologies. I guess it is 6 a.m. It's okay. I'll stay up. I'll wake up early for K-drama.
Wendy does love her K-dramas.
I love K-drama. Oh, my gosh.
Does that mean I get to sleep in a little bit? Or
you have to be up. You have to be up by 8.
Okay.
So we can get ready to stream by 9.
I'll be there.
Need an hour prep time.
I'll be right there with you, my love.
Yes. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and move on to the final topic for today, and that is What If Episode 7, spoiler discussion. Spoilers. So if you have not watched the latest episode of What If? I'm losing. I was gonna say Tadam because my mind is still on Tadam, but that's not a thing yet. We suggest that you probably should be watching the latest episode of What If first before you dive into our spoiler discussion, so we don't spoil anything for you, unless you're one of the few who don't mind spoilers because you're going to watch the episode anyways. Then by all means, stay, hang out. Hope you have your coffee and snack ready because we're going to go ahead and dive in to what if Thor was an only child. I feel like a lot of people and a lot of our movie bunch or the people in the comment section of our reaction videos for What If have been saying that while they've been enjoying all the stories being told in the What If scenarios, that some of these are kind of dark, really sad, kind of leaves you feel a little down at the end of it because everything's so dreary and like meh by the end of it. So this one, it's definitely a very lighthearted. I mean, if Thor was an only child, he would be Thor, the party prince.
The party prince.
Responsibility, who? We don't know her.
And it's weird. I love the fact that they do talk about how important relationships are to the to the foundations of a hero, and how Thor learned so many lessons from Loki, even though technically Loki was just trying to kill him most of the time.
So, what were some of your standout moments from this episode? And as you say this, I'm going to go ahead and try to pull in some graphics that I created and then not created, I put in and forgot to add. So go ahead.
Well, I do like the fact that they were starting the story right off with saying that Odin did take Loki from during the battle, but then he gave him back. And that kind of created a nice peace bridge between the Frost Giants and the Asgardians. So I liked that kind of story, and the fact that Loki and Thor now kind of became brothers, like Loki said, brothers from another mother.
Yeah, that's right. Honestly, I was kind of surprised. So open credits. I feel like next time I'm gonna try to look away from the TV screen so I don't watch, so I don't read them, because the second I was obviously like reading all the opening credits and I was like, Tom Hiddleston, but he's technically so I feel like that kind of ruined it for me to know that like it wouldn't be the Loki as we know Loki, but it would be Loki, Frost Giant Loki. So it kind of, I mean, I didn't have an idea of what he would look like. Yeah. And I do like that he still retained his Loki likeness with the horns, but just it was like the ice. It was all ice. Yeah. Well, actually, the aesthetic was actually pretty cool.
I do also have to admit, though, the one thing that they didn't mention that I was like, oh, I hope they do.
And they didn't.
Hela.
Yeah.
Hela,
so she is Thor's.
No, sister.
Oh, sister.
Full sister. Because
family
she is the older sister of Thor. So right. I'm really curious on is that kind of thing never happening? Did he never have Hela as a sister? But they don't even mention it. Just kind of, no, you know what? Or unless that's the whole thing. I mean, is the fact that, okay, he's an only child. So yeah, there was no Hela. So that's why they never mentioned it.
Because she wasn't in. Very interesting. And I thought it was really funny at the very beginning, you know, Odin taking his long rest, if you will, his hibernation, the Odin sleep. Odin sleep. And I like how like Frigga was like, boop, boop, and I'm off to my sister's. Goodbye. Now Thor, you will stay and study. And he was like, well, of course,
mother.
I will do all this. And Hemdo's gonna be watching. Yeah, to Midgard. And of course they go, they party it up, and that's when we saw just cameo the lore. We got the Grand Master. We've got Nebula. We have Mantis. We have Drax.
Pretty much everybody, even you Rocket. Can think of.
He still called Rocket.
He called him Rabbit. The rabbits in the sink.
Yeah, so funny. And of course, we have Jane Foster and Darcy in the series as well, both voiced by the original actor. Natalie Portman and Kat Dennings, who, like Kat Dennings, I feel like they just put her in the sound booth, be like, say what you want to say, go.
Mm-hmm.
So her lines, I don't know if it's written or I don't know if it's her. It's probably a combination of both, and she's just hilarious. I feel like now I want an episode of like Darcy and Howard the Duck.
Because technically they're now married.
Yeah, so
they're
does the marriage get
universe.
annulled, or like what happens now?
When you run out of luck, always go duck. I don't think anyone says that.
But of course, with the party comes, you know, a lot of destruction, if you will. Thor doesn't really have a lot of regards for like, this isn't my home, so like I should actually, you know, take care. And I'm trying to find that one picture of him and Captain Marvel that I know I pulled, but I cannot find it.
That was actually something that I thought was super cool. As soon as they pretty much presented the fact that, we might see a Thor Captain Marvel smackdown. And I was like, yeah, I want, and it was, unfortunately, I found it to be a little short just when they were finally going boom, 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 boom.
That
boom,
part was so good, you guys.
I was like, because that's one thing that this series does pretty well. Their fight choreography and the way that they animate it is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like say what they did in Captain Carter, what they did for T'Challa in the Star-Lord episode, and a little bit in what they did for this quick little glance into a Thor Captain Marvel smackdown.
Yes, I agree with you. And we saw kind of like what Dustin was saying, we saw a little bit of you know, in the movies, Thor and Captain Marvel's interaction. There was that quick, you know, with the hammer where you call the hammer forward and it like blew past her hair, but she didn't really flinch.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of saw similar moments when the hammer would like boomerang back, but the first time it like straight up like smacked her in the back of the head. And if she wasn't Captain Marvel, I think they would be incapacitated, taking a hit directly to the head by the Mjolnir. Yeah, but she's Captain Marvel, so you know there was a lot of like air punching from not just like one side of the building to the next, but literally like across the globe. Like I'm gonna punch you into the stratosphere, and then like you know you're gonna crash into the Stonehenges, you're gonna crash into this and that, and it was just really funny to see how both of them utilized their power. When Thor called down the thunder and directed at her, she was like, well, okay then, baby, let's play. And then boom. So it was really cool to see Carol Danvers get a little playtime in these What If series. This is not the first time we've seen her. This is the second time I believe we've seen her, but she got more spotlight, like more time to shine in this episode. And finally, it was Jane who was the one that was like, okay, but like, I got the hots for this guy, but also like I'm gonna call your mom. I'm still gonna call. That was the only way to get him to listen. But it's funny because like it wasn't just Thor who was afraid of his mom when he finally made the announcement. It's like, my mother is coming. Everybody help me clean up. And it's like, everyone's like, sorry, Thor. Mother Frigga. No, but Mother Frigga was coming. So we had to, of course, clean and whatever. And I think one of the funniest parts was seeing Thor straighten up the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and I was like, no, it was supposed to, but I guess because of the foundation, which is why it's leaning, I guess it'll kind of prolong the structure of the building, so it has time to like re-lean, and it'll, I don't know. I'm just talking out of my butt here. He makes it so stick around a little bit longer. Yeah. But of course, I also don't think that's how architecture works. That, you know, you just push a building back up and be like, hey, it's good. But it works in a what if scenario. Exactly. So that's exactly what happened. That is something, especially with this episode. I can't remember. I saw it at a glance that something that the comic books did that you really kind of have to take note with this series is don't take it too seriously. Yes. You kind of have to make sure that this is kind of a little tongue-in-cheek and you're gonna have fun with it. And I do like the fact that they finally did kind of make a more fun episode, and that was until, you know, the very, very end. Let's talk about that. I think it is kind of funny too that they had this moment. Like, this was the story that the Watcher was trying to tell of, this is actually one of my favorite love stories. You know, if I was looking for a universe that had a happily ever after, this is it. And then
Ultron comes in
Mm-hmm.
with all of the Infinity Stones, and you're kind of like, and
That's
the Watcher's
literally
like, what
scarier
the?
than Thanos.
Yeah, because, and this is, I can see, is a unifying event
Mhm.
for the Watcher. The Watcher's like, oh, okay, Ultron's goal is to wipe out all life,
Oh yeah.
not just human life, but all life in the universe. And in his universe, he's obviously done that. So he's now going to the multiverse and trying to wipe out all life across the multiverse. So that's something that the Watcher would have to step in and be like, I now have to put together a group of heroes that can join together and defeat the challenges that they could not fight on their own.
Right.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But then, of course, it's kind of like, well, Watcher, why don't you just kind of like say, okay, Ultron, you're out of here. If he has that
because
kind of
he doesn't, he has not intervened yet. But I think it was in the live chats, one of our live chats in the previous days, in the previous weeks. I think it was here that one of you guys, and I'm so sorry I don't remember who, that mentioned that the Watcher, you know, kind of from the first episode, very much blends in with the background. If you spot him, you spotted him. If you didn't spot him, then you missed it. But as we progress more and more into the series with each episode, he becomes more and more and more visible to our eyes. So is it to the point where we get to the final episode, episode 9, which is like in 2 weeks, will he somehow need to intervene or what? Like, what? I'm very curious about the significance of it, so I can't wait to see if that plays into anything or if it doesn't.
I really hope that this actually, the next 2 episodes are kind of connected, that this is going to be a 2-episode story arc of how Ultron is now going from multiverse to multiverse and just wiping out all life in the universe. And then it's the formation of the new Watcher Avengers, kind of a thing. So I'm really curious to see what the next 2 episodes have to hold. And then also, I thought there was going to be an episode with Tony Stark as a as part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought I saw
we
a
can still
suit.
get that because we still have 2 episodes left.
True,
we
and
don't really
I guess,
know what they're going to be. I had no idea that Thor was an only child. What if Thor was an only child was going to be an episode at all?
Yeah.
Because I think there was another episode, didn't we see, with Gamora, right? So that's probably the Tony / Guardians of the Galaxy episode. That is probably maybe next. I don't know. We'll see. And then before we jump into the next super chat there by Amr, thank you so much, by the way. Amr. I wanted to talk about this picture. This was when Thor and Captain Marvel, I wanted to say Brie. I just want to say Brie Larson, but Captain Marvel and Thor were punching each other across the globes, and we come across this one specific shot, and I just wondered, because in our trailer reaction, in our show reaction, I said I wonder if this was an Easter egg that we missed, because it seems so prominent.
Yeah,
just kind of like, okay, we're at somewhere tropical vacation spot perhaps. So reading through the comments of our reaction video this morning, somebody said that could be a nod to the Tahiti that they always reference to in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like you also hear Greg Coulson talk about it. He's like, oh, Tahiti. You remember he talked about it in the first Avengers. Right. So could this be like a nod to the Tahiti? But who was the woman? And then somebody said that maybe it could be Sharon Carter. I don't know. It could be. What if it's Peggy? Nah.
Well, no. I mean, also look at the I mean, honestly,
the hat makes me think Peggy, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you guys throw your ideas into the chat there, because it was driving us nuts.
Yeah, I was like, what's the significance of it? Like everything has to mean something.
Oh yeah, it does. Exactly. I mean, especially in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, to where you're like, everything is strategically placed for a purpose. It has to be. And then we find out, no, it's not.
Let's go ahead and get to this super chat by Amr, who writes, let's see, how in the world are the Avengers supposed to defeat Ultron with all of those Infinity Stones? Side note, any reactions / reviews for Star Wars Visions? We'll answer the second question first. Yes, there will be reactions coming for Star Wars Visions. We recorded 3 episodes. It's just that I have to edit them. And today I don't have a lot of time. And I knew I didn't want to pull double duty between staying up 3-4 o'clock in the morning for the What If, plus a couple of hours for Star Wars Vision, only because we had a 10 a.m. meeting and I needed some sort of sleep in order to function like a human being. And I have a pretty long day today, but I do want to try to work to get it up, at least the first episode up, and then all the rest, because they're short, little bite-sized content that we will definitely be doing them. There's just no schedule of when they'll come out, but they are coming out.
We'll try to get them up as fast as we humanly can.
Yes. Let's see. Okay, first
but
question.
Also, but reaction. Okay. So yeah, are we going to be bringing out any of those? Yeah. But also, so far out of the 3 that I've seen, my favorite is the very first one. The duel.
Oh,
I love
and we
the
already
animation.
said that too. Remember when we were watching the teaser trailer and the official trailer for Star
That was
Wars
the one
Vision?
that was the most exciting.
We were kind of like, what's that one about? And I was so happy to see that was the first episode.
It is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I love the story. And I think someone earlier on had mentioned that it seems like each one of these episodes are kind of like a pitch. It's what you would show to the producers of going, this is kind of the idea. Like, what is it? Kind of like what they did for the first Deadpool movie, saying, hey, this is what Deadpool could be. I would love to see some of these come to life. I would love to see an extended version of the duel, the story behind kind of like the wandering Ronin, to where he's not a Jedi. He's not a Sith. He's just someone who's like, I am force sensitive. I have trained myself, and I'm going to take down these evil people.
Yes. Sorry, I'm very distracted right now by this. A couple of you guys said it. Ruru2 said, did you guys see Brie Larson's Instagram? She posted her workouts and she got ripped.
She's ripped?
And then Murtaranta says, Brie's abs. Dude.
The abs.
Her abs has abs.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap. She is that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. Very strict diet, a lot of discipline to look like that.
Yeah, you can't really get abs like that without dieting a lot, because that is how, because you have to burn.
not eating, like following a very strict type of food that
you have to, because in order to show off abs like that, you have to really lower your body fat percentage.
Oh my, in the stomach area, I feel like for me that's like so hard. She's just, she's gearing up for that Captain Marvel 2 movie.
Oh yeah, she's probably like, what? I know it's coming. I gotta get set.
She was fit already, but that's a lot of definition in the app. So if you want to check it out, it's on her Instagram. And she said, "Felt cute, might delete later." So just in case she does delete it, I wouldn't. I think she looks fantastic, and like, what a cool way to show off all the hard work that you've been doing. Looks really fantastic. So to Amar's first question, how in the world are the Avengers supposed to defeat Ultron with all the Infinity Stones?
And yeah, the fact that he already has all of them, and he's probably already fought versions of each of these superheroes at one point.
You think so already?
Oh yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
So he kind of already knows what a different version of Captain America, or different version of Star-Lord, or different version of Thor, or Captain Marvel is capable of, and how to counteract them. So the Watcher is going to have his work cut out for him to put together a really good team.
Yeah, if they revisit this again, and
he's going to have to get the best of the best of the best.
Best of the best. Well, you guys, we're very excited that we have 2 more What If episodes coming up. So make sure you stay tuned to this channel, because we will be uploading reaction/reviews for not just Star Wars Visions, but also to What If. And then coming up, of course, we have Tadam on Saturday. We have The Mandalorian Book of Boba Fett coming up whenever that will. I don't know if we have an exact release date. Hawkeye when it comes on.
We have
Disney
a lot of shows
there will be
coming out.
Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Of course, thumbs up. This video really helps us gain some more visibility right here on YouTube. We're slowly trekking towards 50K. It's a slow journey, but it's a steady and slow journey.
We've almost made it to 48.
Almost there. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And then before we take off today, hold on, let me put, I don't think I created the graphics for that. Never mind. I was gonna do here's what we're up to next, but I'll just tell it to you. Today at 6 p.m. PT, I am back playing some Dungeons and Dragons over at the Real Gopshites Twitch channel for Bedlam and Discord Odd Jobs. So we will see if our character, we almost had a TPK last time we played, and we got very, very lucky, and for the most part we all survived. But it was a scary episode. So we'll see what happens in this season, and I think we're streaming like 4 or 6 episodes consecutively weekly. So make sure you check that out. And if you follow me on social media, which is just Wendy Lee Zaney on Instagram or on Twitter, you will find all the links to that. And then Dustin and I will be streaming on Amazon pretty soon. We're just getting everything set up. So, but we do have a storefront, and there's a link to that in this video description. So you make sure to check that out, where we've linked the storefront. There is like the equipments that we used, Navi's favorite stuff, because Navi had to have her category. Naturally.
Well, she is a very big part of our lives.
Yes. So what else? There's like some bullet journal stuff, some of our favorite Pixar game. We're still building the storefront, so there's just a little bit of categories. But if you guys want to check it out, there is the link in the video description. And with that, you guys, we're going to go ahead and leave you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope to see you guys later over on Twitch. And I think that's it.
Like, share, subscribe.
All right, you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.